As expected, Microsoft delivered on its promise to focus on software for the Xbox One during its E3 press conference. The Xbox One was seriously due for a meaty showing of software after their game-poor console debut on May 21. Though they weren't the only major publisher that came out swinging, aimed with plenty of juicy exclusives. Sony already had a solid lineup, which they only strengthened in their conference today.
The question is though, who had the best showing in the battle of the exclusives, Microsoft or Sony?
Microsoft started out its conference with Crytek's Rise. It seemed as if the game will feature combat sequences that are driven by QuickTime events. The Roman-themed action game was previously a Kinect exclusive, though it now uses a traditional controller. Another big action game on the horizon for Xbox One is Quantum Break. The game is being developed by Remedy Entertainment and promises to blur the line between television and gameplay. Another exclusive for Xbox One is Forza Motorsport 5. Turn 10 said the game will run at 60 frames per second and will include a drivatar, which is designed to race the player's car while they're away to accrue points. AI is said to have been revamped for the game so that drivers will respond more realistically and react accordingly in the way they move around the track. Another showcase title was Dead Rising 3. Set 3 days after an outbreak in Los Perdidos, the game focuses on new protagonist Negro Moss. The game will incorporate driving, dynamic ways to evade the undead hordes, and smart glass integration. Players will be able to call in airstrikes using smart glass to help combat swarms of zombies. Another feature returning to Dead Rising 3 is crafting, so you'll be able to strap flashlights to guns or whatever you prefer. In the indie sphere, Microsoft featured Capybara Games' Below. The game is described as a creative take on roguelike gameplay in a mysterious world full of secrets. Deadly Premonition developer Swery65 is all set to throw his hat in the ring with D4, a new episodic series. Other exclusives to come out of the conference were Rare's Killer Instinct, which has been revived for the Xbox One, as well as a brand new Halo game due out in 2014. The cinematic trailer for Halo included what looked like a gigantic Prothean enemy and a cloaked Master Chief in the desert. Microsoft rounded up its conference with Respawn Entertainment's Titanfall. The first-person shooter will feature ground combat as well as the use of mechs called Titans. From what we've seen so far, Titanfall is multiplayer focused, though this doesn't necessarily rule out a single-player experience. Titanfall has been confirmed to be an exclusive for Xbox One, though it will eventually make its way onto 360 and PC. PlayStation broke out the exclusives as soon as possible, and one of the titles they started out with was Killzone Shadowfall. The publisher has been heavily showcasing the next-gen title, which is set 30 years after the events of Killzone 3. Shadowfall will take place on planet Vector, which has a Cold War-esque atmosphere as the Helgens and Vectans are living divided by a towering security wall. Another game set to take advantage of the PS4 is Infamous Second Son. The sequel to Infamous 2 will depict a city controlled by the DUP, a police force set up to maintain control in a world of superheroes who are called bioterrorists. A little more left of field from the AAA titles is Knack, a platformer where the main protagonist has the ability to incorporate ice, metal, and other substances into his body. Facing off against Forza is Evolution Studios' Drive Club. The racing game will focus on highly detailed cars and extensive incorporation of social racing teams and other community features. Capcom has delivered for fantasy fans with Deep Down, currently only a working title. The game was announced at the PS4 reveal in February and is currently being developed alongside Panta Ray, a new graphics engine. Deep Down will feature a medieval aesthetic. Final Fantasy Versus 13 has resurfaced as Final Fantasy 15 and will carry on the franchise with a brand new set of characters. Alongside this reveal came news of Kingdom Hearts 3, which Square Enix claimed is currently in development.
Let us know in the comments who you think won the battle of the exclusives, and while you're at it, subscribe to us on YouTube and stay tuned to GameSpot for all our E3 coverage.